All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A good-looking run there by Jeremy Langford.
And what I've always liked about him has been not just his versatility, but his perseverance. I think he's one of those backs that gets better as the game goes on and he gets increased carries. Does have some good toughness running inside. I remember when he was at Michigan State, at one point I did a game of his. He was listed as third-team left corner. Played cornerback, receiver, and running back for the Spartans.
Won a couple of Big Ten titles there as well. On second down, Langford. And he's going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
To throw is Mariota. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We're catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Gino now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. This one from 35 yards away. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for them, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was made there by one of the secondary members, and I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Shreds the tackle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball,
what's going on, Jay?
More like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently
the Giants.
Okay, so Larry's halftime show.
Cleveland's my team. I don't care for the worst team in the NFL.
We are ready, though.
I love them.
Third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I
Odell Beckham with the one hand. Yeah. That's right.
Counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Your adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, show him with something else.
He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Well, no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves.
Playing Madden Mobile 17. Yeah, I was playing a little bit, selling some coins.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge.
What the heck?
And this is probably how
it's the blocking line.
I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen.
Gosh, line.
Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
3rd and long here for Mariota.
Gosh, my line really can't hold a blocking. No, it's not really the team, it's my ultimate team. Just that my line is awful. Crap, I didn't mean to punt it.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third
play
quarter.
works, just kind of wait for me to get open.
4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Mariota. And it's home.
No! He's like a foot off the first down.
And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time.
You want to know the best defense player in the world, too.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They just have to straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Snapping dude's legs.
Not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys.
Oh, crap. No.
They're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, they're going to just do a full-out blitz.
To the defense as we began that 3rd down
so I just need 50 yards rushing.
And pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it. Weren't daunted at all and picked it up.
Now Gino on 1st down.
Yeah, have a touchdown.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Devin Smith, a 12-yard touchdown.
He almost did scramble.
And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I literally only need 50 rushing yards and I beat this thing.
Tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are. The other's that fast, and he can just take off. If a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. That's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
This is Langford on 1st and 10.
There you go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They toss to Langford.
No!
Langford loses the
Come on. No.
47-yard line. And in 2015, Charles, for the Browns, 18 fumbles, most in the league.
I'm going to have to just keep all out blitzing them because I need the ball back.
Teams, the phrase turnover margin always comes up, doesn't it?
Always.
So it's no surprise that with that number of fumbles, they were 3-13 that season.
They'll try to get the running game.
Bro.
Why is he running? To the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Smith.
Have a touchdown. Let's all go to score fast.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Eric Decker, 52 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
19 more yards.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Trying to search up glitches for Madden Mobile 17. Oh!
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
17 more yards.
On the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Done with this.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon.
Come on!
Last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Pass it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
There you go.
Finds Cook. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on
Red Jacks?
Football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Taking him down as a veteran, Darrelle Revis. And they're going to speed things up here.
Probably about to die. I see it, dude. My gosh, blocked for me.
Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, good.
Still 3rd down.
Should I run it?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on
It's kind of
3rd and
risky.
8.
No.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He hits White.
Good catch.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The lone sent back is Langford. Now they'll run it on the toss.
My team sucks.
This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. To throw Mariota. And incomplete.
My
the
gosh.
contact made the ball roam
You
free.
literally just have to hold.
Fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already done.
All right, I got to restart this. Gosh dang, this thing takes so long. All right, come on now.